guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. Before jumping any further into today's video, please be sure to go ahead and click that subscribe button down below. We are trying to reach 6K by the end of March. That is the next goal here for this channel. So if you like what you see, I post new videos 3 times a week, so there's always new content to binge. First things first, let's just get the obvious out of the way. I got my hair done! The video that went up right before this was obviously my hair transformation vlog, but yes, I got my hair done for those who missed it, or if you're new to my channel. Cut quite a few inches off, went kind of blonde for the first time ever. I still haven't washed it yet, so obviously like it's going to fade and become a little blonder and brighter like as I wash it, but I'm definitely in love, feeling like a fresh new version of myself. Spring is here. It feels like spring in New York today, and I just feel like this fresh new cut and color is just like making me feel A+. So for today's video, we have a very exciting one. We are going to be doing a Sephora haul. Now I know what you guys are thinking. Ruby, you're on a no buy. Yes, I am. Everything that I purchased, A, this was collective, and B, everything that I purchased was because I needed to replace something that I was out of. But because I wanted to try and make this haul interesting, everything that I needed to repurchase, I decided to try like a new product for that replacement, if that makes sense. Anyways, I will leave links for everything in the description box down below, but without further ado, let's just jump right into it. Now this is the only thing that was technically not a replacement for me because I've never had this product before, and that is a purple shampoo. My hairstylist basically told me now that I'm a part of like the somewhat blonde club, and obviously I'm not a full-blown blonde. We kept my roots, my natural color, but there is quite a lot of blonde in the balayage. He said that I'm gonna need to use a purple shampoo every now and then just to make sure that like the tone stays as is. And so I was doing some research before I got my hair done, and this was the purple shampoo that I thought I was going to get, and then when I told him about it, he was like, oh yeah, that's my favorite kind of purple shampoo. It works so well. So I picked up the Amika Bust Your Brass Cool Blonde Shampoo. I love Amika. Their products are super cost effective, very affordable, but they work so well. I've never found an Amika product that I didn't like. I also just like love the slender like cylinder packaging. I don't know if that's just me, but it's basically just a bright purple shampoo. It actually smells really good too. So basically anytime I see that my hair is getting a little bit brassy and I want to bring it back to that like cooler blonde, this is what I'm going to use. Obviously not every single time I wash my hair, but I'm very excited about it. Sticking with hair products, I guess, I recently ran out of my Dry Bar like root boosting mousse, and I really liked it, but I wanted to try one of their all over mousses instead, just to give like my whole head of hair more body. I absolutely love Dry Bar. Their products smell so good and the scent lingers in your hair, so it's like just a win-win. And so I ended up trying out the other mousse from that same line. This is the Southern Belle Volume Boosting Mousse, so you can use this all throughout your hair. So this is going to be my new mousse for when I style my hair. Obviously you apply this on damp hair, and it's supposed to just give your whole head of hair, you know, just more life, more volume. So very excited about this. Up next we have the one body care item that I had to kind of like replenish and repurchase. I needed a new body lotion. I was using one from Bath & Body Works. Previously I've used like the Brazilian Boom Boom cream, but because I already use like so many fragrances in my life, like all of my hair care products are scented, I use perfume every day, I really wanted to try out an unscented body lotion. And also just this brand has literally been all over social media recently, so I was really intrigued. So this is just the Necessaire body lotion, fragrance free. I love Necessaire's packaging. Super sleek, minimal, classy. I've tried this out a few times already. I really like it. It's not super thick, but you can tell that it's very moisturizing, but my favorite thing is that it literally soaks into the skin within a matter of seconds. So you don't feel greasy, you don't feel like there's like a film over you, you don't feel like your clothes are gonna kind of get like sticky to you, you know what I mean? I've tried body lotions in the past that are super moisturizing, but you get that feeling and it's just really unpleasant. So I'm very excited to have this and continue using it. Okay, so everything else is skincare, and I guess 2 of those products you could technically consider like beauty items, so I'm just gonna go through those first. Recently I went through the only lip gloss that I have that is truly hydrating. I literally only have 2 lip glosses, and the third that I used to have was like my go-to when I needed just a little bit of extra hydration. So I wanted to find a replacement for that, and this is definitely like a bougier product, but it's something that I've had my eye on for a really long time, and I am already completely in love with this. This is the Dior Lip Glow Oil in the color 022. I think this is called Ultra Pink. First of all, the packaging. I just feel so luxe holding this. So this is essentially just a really thick, hydrating lip oil that is very lightly tinted. I know that it looks quite pink in the packaging, but once you put it on your lips, it just gives a nice light wash of pink. They say that it adjusts like based on like the pH of like like your skin, I think. Or maybe it's like the temperature of your lips. I don't know. It says that it gives a custom color, but literally there's hardly any color at all, which is exactly what I wanted. But I just didn't want completely clear, which is why I went with this color. So love the packaging. It has a really, really fat like doe foot applicator, which is just so enjoyable. It smells really good. It kind of almost smells like a minty birthday cake. Anyways, really love this stuff. I feel like this is going to be probably one of my go-to products for the spring and summertime, and I cannot recommend it enough, even though it is expensive. And the last kind of like skincare meets beauty product I picked up is a new setting spray. I have a couple uses left of my Urban Decay All-Nighter, but recently I've been noticing it's almost been a little too drying for me at times. I think it's because I love matte face makeup. Like I love a matte foundation, I love a matte concealer, and so I've already kind of like set my skin that way, so then when I go on top of it with an ultra mattifying setting spray, it's just a little bit too much. Plus for the spring and summertime, I want something that's a little bit more natural, not dewy, because obviously I have combo to oily skin, but I wanted something that was just a little bit more skin-like and would add some life back into my skin, if that makes any sense. So I picked up the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Ultra Fine Mist. I love Glow Recipe. I've tried out their watermelon sleeping mask before. I've tried out their watermelon moisturizer in the past. It literally smells like a watermelon Jolly Rancher, which for some is a little bit overpowering, but for me it's actually really enjoyable. Here's what the packaging looks like. Again, so much fun. It looks really cute, like set out on your counter, on your vanity. What I really love about this is the mist itself is so fine. It doesn't feel like you're being like sprayed with a really harsh setting spray. There aren't any like droplets left on your face afterwards. Even on the days where I'm not wearing makeup, I think this would be really nice to just like refresh the skin throughout the day. Dakota's making her daily appearance. But the girl that I was talking to at Sephora said that she loves this stuff and it's like her everyday like essential that she keeps in her bag just because she uses it literally all the time. So that's pretty much what sold me. But I also looked up the reviews and everybody has really great things to say about this, so really excited to try this out. Okay, so now we're down to like the full-on skincare items. So I needed to pick up a new daytime moisturizer because I am almost out of my Clinique gel moisturizer, which I really like, but I'm just looking to switch it up, keep things interesting. But as I was like looking through Sephora, I was just getting really overwhelmed and I didn't know what I wanted to choose. So instead, I actually decided to redeem some of my points and pick up two kind of like deluxe size samples of two different moisturizers. So for now, these are gonna be the two that I'll be alternating between. It also saved me a little bit of money because these were free for me. But I thought I would mention them anyways because these two are what I'm gonna be using for the foreseeable future for like my daytime moisturizers. So right here we have the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream. I used this ages ago, like back in middle school, and I really don't remember my thoughts on it, so I'm very excited to try it again. And then we also have the Ren Evercalm Global Protection Day Cream. Love Ren, fantastic brand. A little bit up there in price point, so I like that I'm getting to try this out first before like making a full-on commitment. I love their overnight balm. It's like this really thick kind of like sleeping mask. It almost feels like Vaseline. I used to use it especially in like the dead of winter, and it's really great, so can't wait to try out their day cream. For my new nighttime moisturizer, you could say that I was definitely influenced. I was watching a skincare by Hiram video and this popped up in one of them and I was like, that looks really interesting. And then I heard Jamie Page talk about the same brand and I was like, okay, I'm completely sold. This is the Skin Fix Barrier Plus Triple Lipid Peptide Cream. Wow, that's really a mouthful. I've been using this now for about 2 weeks and I really love this stuff. It's thick, but it's not super heavy or greasy. So for somebody like me who has combination skin, it's not too much. It's fragrance free, it's really gentle on the skin. I've just really been enjoying it. It's also very like sanitary because it's just a pump, so you don't have to like dip your finger into it every single night. Again, a little bit more of an expensive moisturizer. I believe this is right at like the $50 price point. So if I didn't love this, I was definitely going to return it, but I've really been enjoying this. About 3 days ago, I ran out of my evening eye cream that I was using. I was using the Peace Out Retinol like eye stick, which I really, really loved, but I feel like I went through it way too fast. A few months ago, I actually stopped using an eye cream in the daytime and I've just been using my like face moisturizer underneath my eyes, but for the nighttime, it's still something that I never skip out on because obviously like the under eyes are the thinnest part of skin on your face, and so you really want to make sure to like add back in that moisture and that hydration at night so you wake up and your skin is nice and plump and moisturized. I've heard everybody and their mother talking about this. I love the brand. Again, Jamie Page mentioned it recently and I was like, okay, I'm sold. So this is the Youth to the People Dream Eye Cream. This is again a little bit more of a pricey product, especially for as small as the container is, but I've heard that a little bit goes a long way because it's very, very thick. This is basically like an overnight sleeping mask for your under eyes. So I'm assuming this is gonna be like way too thick to wear under makeup, but maybe on a day that my skin is feeling like extra dry underneath my eyes, we'll try it out. It has a really light, fresh scent to it, but not anything crazy. And I'm just very excited to try this out. I've heard so many things about this and it just looks nice and fluffy and like whipped. Oh, I can't wait to try it out. Last but certainly not least, let's talk about the 2 new toners that I'm trying out. So in the past, for at least the last like 8 or 9 months, I had been using the Claricel Daily Acne Pads for both my morning and my evening toner. However, I feel like those have done their job and they were super helpful when I was still dealing with like these confusing breakouts. But that combined with my Curology prescription has really eliminated like any and all breakouts that I've been having. I have the occasional like hormonal pimple from time to time, but that's just life. So it's time for now to say goodbye to the Claricel pads. And so I wanted to try out 2 new toners, a more gentle one for the morning and then a more like intensive like chemical exfoliant for the evening. I've been trying both of these out for about a week and a half. So I can't really give like my full opinions on these yet, but so far so good. I haven't noticed any new breakouts or any sort of reaction from these, so that's a really good sign. So for my morning toner, this is what I've been using. This is the Kiehl's Calendula Herbal Extract Toner. This is alcohol free, so it's not going to dry out the skin, which is really great. And it says right here that it's for normal to oily skin types. So lots of different people can use this. I feel like Calendula has been all over the place and people have been talking about it for at least the last year. It's supposed to just be really hydrating and soothing to the skin, help eliminate redness, which I don't really deal with. If anything, I get it on my cheeks like once in a blue moon. I believe Calendula is a flower, which would make sense because I don't know if you guys can see, but there are all these like little petals kind of floating around in the toner. It's very gentle, but it definitely still does leave my face feeling very fresh and clean and like ready for makeup. It has a very light scent, so not anything like major to say about this. It's a pretty like standard toner, but I love the fact that it's alcohol free and it's definitely doing its job. Okay, and then for the evening toner, again, a little bit more of like a splurge, but for me, investing in like a really good toner for the nighttime has always been kind of crucial. I love something that has AHAs, BHAs, and it's something that's just gonna assist with like always keeping my skin looking very fresh and getting rid of any like leftover acne scars that I might have. And so this is what I've been trying out. This is the Summer Fridays Soft Reset AHA Exfoliating Solution. Now what really intrigued me about this is typically with any sort of toner that has those chemical exfoliants in it, it is going to naturally dehydrate your skin, so you want to go in with like a really intense moisturizer afterwards. But when I was reading about this online, their whole selling point was that this is supposed to be a very gentle exfoliant. So even though it is using kind of like harsher chemicals, it's still very hydrating and it doesn't take the moisture out of your skin. This definitely still tingles like a typical like chemical exfoliating toner, but I will say my skin does not feel as tight afterwards using this compared to something like the Ulla Henriksen Glow 2.0 toner, which don't get me wrong, I love that stuff. I have used up so many bottles of that product, but this is a really nice switch up. I've only been using it for a week and a half, like I said, so I haven't noticed any like drastic changes in my acne scars or anything like that, or like pore size, but I do really like that it leaves my skin not feeling as tight. It's a very luxe product. I love the glass packaging. It just feels very, I don't know, very like top of the line. Love Summer Fridays. They get the packaging so right for all of their products. So far I'm really enjoying this. And there you guys have it. That completes everything in this collective, very collective Sephora haul. I hope that you all did enjoy. If you did, be sure to give it a big thumbs up and also click that subscribe button down below because like I said, we are trying to reach 6K before the end of March. Follow me on all of my other social media networks, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Clubhouse. If you're a member, I host rooms on there all the time. Subscribe to my podcast, check out my Amazon shop. I love you guys so much. I hope that you all are staying safe, happy, and healthy, and I will talk to you all in my next video. Okay? Bye everybody.